Hello Power Pickers! Today we create a very cool 80s shred rhythm with a lot of alternate picking fills, so stay tuned. Let's talk about the rhythm first. So it's very easy based on power chords. I'm using a power chord of a D major here. So that means I just have the A, which is the 5th, and the D, which is the 1st degree. And I give the octave here with my pinky on the B string on the 10th fret. Very cool chord. And for the rhythm I use the pedal note here, but palm muted. Very easy. And to make it more interesting, I go from the 5th with the melody down to the 4th degree and the 3rd. The same thing happens 2 frets lower on the C, but here I'm using the 5th, the augmented 4th and the 3rd, because the song is based on a G major scale, which means I'm playing in D mixolydian, and that supports it very good. And the 3rd chord is actually B, also power chord, so it's not completely in that scalar mode, but it fits pretty good and it sounds great. And here I'm just using the normal 5th chord. Back again to the C. And the D again. So short run sounds like this. To sound way more impressive when you're playing as a lead guitarist in a band, or when you test a guitar in the music store, for example, you can replace that last chord here by a cool little alternate picking lick, for example. That sounds way more impressive and more interesting. To do that, I'm always using the G major scale here to give that song a mixolydian character, and now I show you some ideas. The idea of that basic licks and fills here is to always come back to the position where you can bar that chord again. So for example, the first fill I made in my little song here was based on 6 tuplets, beginning on the 4th fret on the D string, and I double up that 3 notes, so that's 1 6 tuplet, down to the next string, and again next position in the scale. Sounds like this. And after 3 6 tuplets I need to go on the last note, and that's again that 5th degree of the D major chord here. So I have the position to restart. It's very cool. Because I used an ascending lick first, I thought I closed the line now with a descending lick. And I changed the timing here, so I used 16th notes, 4 notes per click, and I simply went backward the scale. So that's exactly 12 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's, we have sharp here, but we want to come up to the A, which is the 5th degree of D. So you can slide up. You can pick the note or slide the note, that depends on your technique, but it's very interesting here. And again, you're quick on that chord again. The third lick was based on the same timing, but a different idea. So I also used the G major scale, beginning on the G right here on the E string. But instead of straight lines, straight scales, I used interval of thirds in a descending direction. And I ended on a good note here, so it's again the A. Sounds very good. Then you have to go back to the chord. So a little bit more difficult, but a very cool sound. To make something different, I thought, well, for the fourth lick I use a pedal note. So a lot of people and shred kings do that. I used the pedal note G, and I simply went up the scale, beginning here on the 4th fret. 5th, 7th, 9th, 11th, 12th, and the 14th, which is the A again. So I always use that pedal note G, and then I fret the note, and yeah, I do that with alternate picking. Angus Young does that a lot. A very cool technique, and make sure to always use a downstroke on the fretted note, so that gives you more control. Have an awesome time, guys, by trying out that lick. And finally I play that version without any backing track or without any drums to show you how it sounds pretty naked.